What's up? So I'm at the park and it's a beautiful day. It's really sunny, it's lovely. And I've just walked over here from my house. It took me like 10 minutes. And I wasn't even planning on coming to the park initially. I basically just wanted to go for a quick walk because I was feeling a bit anxious. And I'm basically feeling anxious because I had this microeconomics. I had this deadline on Tuesday. Today's Friday, and it's fucking hard. Like these questions, we have to do 4 questions out of 6, and we've had like 3 weeks to do them, which is like a problem initially. But we've had 4 weeks to do them. It's 3 weeks to do them, and there's 4 questions out of 6. And we've had 3 weeks to do them, and we've had open book. We can like go on the web, like on the internet. Like, we can do whatever to find the answers, which sort of is a testament of how hard they are. And I'm just struggling to do them basically, and I'm feeling anxious because obviously like the deadline's approaching, and I'm wondering like why do we wait so long for deadlines? Like the work will take us a set amount of time no matter when it is, and I think often it's the fact that we get close to these deadlines, and that's what makes us sit down and work for like a 5-hour block or like a 6-hour block over like 3 days, because we're panicked. We have that panic and it forces us to work. But I feel like those 5 or 6-hour blocks would be just as productive a week earlier. And rather than the deadline suddenly making us a genius of productivity, it's just the case that we don't allow ourselves that much productive time, if that makes sense. And I think that's definitely what I do. And this economics, I could have done this on Tuesday. I could have started working properly on Tuesday. And if I did like 6 hours a day of actual proper work, it'd be done by now. And I'd just be relaxing. I could watch Netflix, I could fuck around, I could do whatever. But I've left it late. And it's got to the stage where I have to do 6 hours a day or I won't get it done. And I can't let myself not get it done. So I know now that I have to do it. So I have to do these hours. And I think, well, I guess that answers the question, but of why we why we leave work until the deadline. Because it just makes us work. It makes us sit down and do the work, and that's all it takes. You just need to sit down for like 5 hours, and you'll get it done. So yeah, I've come to the park for a quick walk, and just a bit of a reflection. And I'm going to try and post a video like every day for 30 days, and we'll see how that goes. And I've been thinking like I came to the park yesterday in the evening for a bit of a workout, and all the time I was at home I was like, oh my god, like I want to make a YouTube video. But then the resistance there was that, oh, I can't make it because there's people in my house and they're hearing me talking and I think I'm weird, or they're hearing me talking about something, but like, oh my god, what the fuck, what's he talking about? And so I was thinking, alright, what I'll do, I'll go to the park, and then when I get to the park I'll make loads of videos, and I wouldn't worry because there's no one about who can hear me. And so last night I got to the park, and yet all of a sudden all those ideas that were floating about and bugging me all day long whilst at home had suddenly disappeared. And it seems as though the issue wasn't the environment, because the issue was more that I was just looking for a distraction from what I needed to do. And we always need distractions in all aspects of life, because life can be unpleasant sometimes. Like if we're doing exercise, we want a distraction, we want something else to think about. If we're meditating, it's just we see that our mind starts whirring, thinking about something else, and we're like, oh shit, that's such a great idea, and we just get lost in that train of thought. And then we're like, alright, wait a second, and we bring ourselves back to the breath, and we realise that it doesn't really matter that much. And these distractions that I was having of these YouTube videos, I was like, oh my god, like this would be such a great video, this is such a great idea. Oh, if only I was at the park, or if only I wasn't at home, I could do it. It's not really true, because I got to the park and they didn't have the same sort of appeal that they did when I was at home. So they're just a distraction. And why am I saying this? I'm saying this because both in terms of, okay, so we all have deadlines. We all have work we need to do. And often we think that, we'll leave it till later because that's when we're most productive. But I want to say that it's not a question of being more productive. It's just being a question of being willing or being forced to sit down for 5 hours, because that's when you do work. And these distractions we experience, they happen all the time, and it's good to be conscious of them, because otherwise they take you out of the present moment and they just put you in this projection which isn't real. So that's what I was thinking about. And if you happen to watch this video, then let me know your thoughts. Like, I'd be interested to see what you think about this. And Saturday, Sunday, tomorrow, and the day after, best believe I'll be doing my 5 hours a day.